All right, we are back. This is rows 1 through 10, episode 172. As Bailey jumps back in the picture, he was
I
trying to
couldn't
get
catch
the
my
kitty
cats.
cats, but they are not having it. They are not
I don't know if I
fans
can even.
of the show. They're out
And,
of here.
and
They're gone.
you can kind of see them right there.
Yeah, I
You can
see
kind
them.
of see them. They're playing with each other, but I couldn't catch them. They're way too fucking fast, man. Way too fast. Some motherfuckers just bolt under the couch at least.
Yes, sir. But we're back here, episode 172. We're going to talk the truck race and cup race from Michigan. And then head south of the border for a couple of races this weekend. Got Xfinity heading back to Mexico City for since first time since '08, and then first time the Cup Series has gone international for a points paying race, at least in the modern era.
I think it was
Um,
like 64 years it's been since we went out of the U.S. for a point paying race.
yeah, so
Because what was the last one? Was it Canada?
I'm not sure. I
No,
don't.
I know we went to Japan for something. That was
Yeah,
a,
but
that
those are
was
both
a nice.
exhibition races.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we'll get into it later. Maybe I can find some stats to dig up. But yeah, we'll get into Mexico City in just a little bit. Well,
I'm
I
excited.
know Travis was in here to get us fired up and going, um, so he might be popping in a little bit. You know, doing America's dirty work, keeping us safe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trev. Oh, he's got some dinner.
I do. I haven't
Nice.
ate, so this is my first meal today.
So yeah, we're gonna talk some Michigan while Bailey eats, and
What a
yeah,
fucking banger that
Travis.
was, though.
Oh yeah, what a banger of a
The whole
race this
week. I
Sunday.
mean, everything about the whole entire weekend, the races, they were just fucking fantastic. You can leave it open.
Yep.
But I mean, wow. I mean, the restarts from the truck race to the cup race. I mean, I feel like that was the best cup race of the year so far.
Oh yeah, it's right up there, definitely.
Mhm.
Um, I enjoyed the heck out of it. It seemed like there was a lot of hype going into the weekend just with past races that we've had at Michigan. And so I'm glad everything lived up to the hype. And yeah, we saw an awesome race on Saturday with the trucks
Mhm.
and awesome race on Sunday with the Cup Series. I was kind of taken back that Xfinity wasn't there. It kind of threw me
I,
off.
I mean, it would have been a fucking banger of a weekend if we would have had Xfinity. Because Friday night you
Yeah.
would have had a banger. And Saturday night you would have had a damn good Xfinity race, and then boom,
You
Sunday
could have
comes.
even had a double header on Saturday, which the way they started the race so early, I thought that's what they were doing. But then I looked at my calendar and saw it was only a single race. I was like, wait, what?
Why do they not
But
race?
maybe it was a good thing because as we get into the truck race, the truckers were trucking.
And it was good. I'll tell you
It
that.
was it
I
was
mean,
good. I mean, it got a little out of hand there, but it
you have
was
the
exciting.
part timer starting on pole. Big thing, Luke Finhouse.
Yep.
Um, for Thor Sport. I mean, shit. You don't expect that because he's had some pretty rough runs. But I get it. He's a newbie to the truck series, and he's running part time to earn his stripes. Kind of like the same thing Caden Honeycutt did. I mean, we're just seeing these guys like run more and more truck races to kind of make a name for themselves, have some solid runs, and that was what Luke really needed. I think was getting that pole. Um,
Yeah.
he's caught a lot of bad luck within the truck races, and I feel like that was something that could really get him up there. Finishing P3, I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the end right here for him. Finishing P3 for him is a good outing. I mean, you start on pole, you want to win, but I mean, with those chaotic restarts at the end, it was kind of hard telling. But I mean, for a part-time guy finishing P3 and starting on pole, I feel like that's pretty good for someone.
No, definitely. I mean, it was certainly an attrition race. So yeah, for a rookie guy to get a P3 in that type of race on a big track like that, a fast, big racetrack like Michigan is, um, yeah, really solid race for him.
Mhm.
And even in that Thor Sport equipment, that's not top of the line equipment necessarily,
Not
but
anymore.
he was making it work
Mhm.
there on Saturday. Started first, finished third. That's definitely you keep doing that, you will make a name for yourself and keep climbing up the ladder. So yeah, shout out to Luke Finhouse for that. Really good race for him. Led one
Frankie
lap.
Muniz too.
Yeah, Frankie Muniz was up there, and I
Mhm.
guess he was kind of the cause of that stack up on the restart. Just
Mhm.
same thing
That
we
second
saw
to
with
last restart, I
Freitas.
think.
I think it might even started in third gear on accident or something. And yeah, I think that's what he said on the radio. Now that
He
I'm thinking
stacked up
back
the
to it,
whole field because he started P5, so he was what? He was
yeah.
top row, pretty much fourth because he was on top
Well,
row.
I can't. Was he top row? I can't remember which
Mhm.
row because I mean you could choose.
Top row
Um,
died out. I remember because Corey was
I
on
just
top.
can't remember exactly.
Corey had no push. I remember because he had no push from the cars behind him.
Well, he was all right on that stack up, or was
He
that the second one?
no, he because that was the one he was leading because
Okay,
he
okay,
he led that one because he was P1
okay.
for both
I-
races. He
I'm
fumbled
getting them
on the second
confused then.
one. He fumbled on the
That
second one. But
one
that big stack up was Frankie.
oh, you're saying Frankie was leading.
No, Frankie was P5. I'm saying Corey was leading because Corey he had nothing behind him after that restart because Frankie stacked up the whole entire field behind Corey.
But well, Corey was also like behind one of the big wrecks on one of the restarts. So again, I think they're just coming together. I mean, it was 9 cautions for 47 laps, almost half the race under caution. I mean, 47 out of 100. I guess what 139
Mm-hmm.
laps. So not almost half.
It was, I mean, wow, that was just a damn good race. And I don't want to skip to the end, but
Oh, it's
like,
supposed to be 100 laps. It ended up being 139. I guess
mhm.
all the cautions.
What a good winner to see though. I mean, I feel like that was probably one of the best things. I mean, even if you don't like Stewart, I mean, after the season he's had though. I mean, that's something you want to see. You want to see someone be happy. 'Cause, he works his ass off with that team. He's fucking dirt racing 8 days a week if he's not in the truck. So I mean, he's out there every single day dirt racing. So like, you want to see him win in the discipline that he favors the most.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
he
absolutely.
he goes out on Friday, Saturday nights to go win races. He doesn't go out there to finish P5. And after the tough luck he's had past couple weeks, sorry, since the start of the season, should I say? I'd say since Atlanta, whenever he had a chance to win, and then got wrecked. I mean, that's just. He even thought about quitting, like they said in the broadcast. Like he wanted to give up, but like, what a good winner to see because I feel like everyone loved it. Everyone in the crowd loved it.
Oh yeah, especially being so close to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Canadian guy. I'm sure that was definitely a very popular win up there.
Mm-hmm.
And he races a lot dirt cars in the Midwest and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, certainly it was a popular win, and it was seemingly out of nowhere. He only
No
led
shit.
2 laps. I mean, so talking about putting it in there when it counts. Um, yeah, it was definitely an exciting race.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I
It would
enjoyed
have
the
been
heck
more
out of it.
interesting, I feel like, if we had more laps though, like at the very end, because you could tell the cars behind were making up a lot of time. Because Grant was right there. I mean, Grant had speed, but he
Yeah,
never pit, so he was on old tires. And then you had Luke coming up. I mean, that was a big thing too. So I feel like if we would have 1 or 2 more laps, I feel like it would have been a really interesting restart because you can tell the cars behind Stewart were making up a little bit of time. But
yeah, the fresh tires would have definitely paid off. I think with a couple more laps, and it would have been mayhem.
mhm,
Might have
that's
got a
the,
few more
but
cautions.
that's one of those what ifs is how
Yeah,
I see it. So I mean, we didn't get to see it. It's just a what
no,
if. What if it happened? But
nah, but yeah, I mean, typical truck race.
mhm,
Carson Hocevar did lead a lap or lots of laps. Um, and Corey Heim up front most of the day as well.
kind of
Corey
feel
Heim
bad for
leading
Carson though.
29. Yeah,
Two flats in the same race or in the
I
same at the
know,
same track.
I know.
But we'll get into
Heartbreak.
another one later. But I mean, damn, you could
Yeah,
tell that kid since his rookie year. I feel like even in Legacy, he was doing a little bit more than he should in that car. Um, I mean, he has grown so much, and I know he's getting better a little bit. But I mean, that's the risk of running up front. I feel like, I feel like he's going to these truck races to learn like how to run up front more. Because
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
it's different in a cup car compared to a truck. I mean, these trucks are fucking night and day difference compared to a cup car. Same with the Xfinity; they're in the class of their own. Like you're running
Well, the
two
trucks are
different beasts.
closer to the Cup car than Xfinity. They drive very
But still,
similar.
they're a lot looser. That's the only thing.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
but I mean, I feel like this is good for Carson though to like really run up front and like learn what to do in these situations. Like you can tell in the trucks, he's more comfortable running up front. In the cup cars, I feel like he's a little bit more ballsy, I guess like you say. And I feel like he doesn't know how to run them that well up front. Like he's used to being like mid pack, but like the trucks, he knows like what moves to make and like when to make a move, how to, when to send it into a corner. We saw that in Michigan. We saw him fucking sending it in the corners. I was thinking if he got
yeah,
past the lead, he was passing right back.
yep,
But
for sure.
sorry,
No,
I'm fucking this up.
he's definitely been on a heater lately. He's got lots of speed, both in the truck and the Cup car right now. Kid's on fire. So
Mhm.
yeah, as long as he can keep putting these runs together in Cup Series, that win's gonna come real soon.
I feel like this week's like a good week for like these guys to rest though, like these oval guys, these short track guys, because like they know this week they're not going to do jack shit. like these guys who
Yeah.
know how to run these courses. And I feel like it's a good week for them to just like rest and enjoy a good race. Like maybe it'll be a good race, maybe it'll be fucking boring. We don't know. But like
Mhm.
it's different. For one, you have a different fan base out there in Mexico. Two, these guys have probably never seen a cup car before. They've probably seen the Mexico series, which are a night and day difference. They're more like late models compared to the stock cars we have. And I mean, I feel like it's just going to be so much more different for these guys out there this weekend and like what to expect. Because like I would love to go there and see the environment of like what they have, like how it's going to be in Mexico.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Because IndyCar doesn't run there, do they?
No, just Formula
It's
One.
just F1. Yeah. Is it the same layout or is it different?
It's different. NASCAR's going around the baseball stadium or the old
Mm,
baseball stadium,
okay. Okay.
whereas Formula One goes through it.
Hmm.
Which
Yeah.
I think it'll be better. Well, I mean, it might be a better passing zone if they were to go through it, but it'll be like faster
Well,
for
in
the
the
NASCAR
if
to
they
go
did
through.
if they went to the baseball field, I mean those are some tight ass corners, like
Yeah,
tight. So I mean I
really.
feel like that would make it pretty interesting, but I feel like it'd be very boring because it would be in these cars it'd be a slow track
Yeah.
because you have so many tight corners, no high speed corners like we see at Coda or we see at Glen. Like
Hmm.
some of the corners are kind of fast, but most of them they're really sharp. You got to drop down the first gear almost just to turn into them.
Yeah. It should be interesting. But before we get into that, we can get back to Michigan, the Cup Series race at Michigan.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, like you said, really, really, really good race. Um, even for a guy leading almost half of it, it was still a really exciting race. I mean, you didn't know who was going to win and how it was going to play out, what strategy was going to be right. Um, yeah, I don't know. Before the race it was Saturday night, I flipped to the NASCAR channel on Tubi and was watching the
What a goated channel!
2008. Huh?
What a goated channel! That channel is just the fucking. It
It's
is
so
entirely free. You watch
it's,
any fucking old race you want.
it's just like, yeah, you just pop it up and you're just like, oh, what's this?
And it's
But
awesome.
it happened to be a 2008 Michigan race, and it was one where Dale Jr. won, but it was a fuel mileage race, and I was just like, "Oh man, this is making me so excited for tomorrow!" Like, I love a good fuel mileage race, and sure enough, that's what we got. Like, it was a great race
It
on
wasn't
Sunday.
intense fuel mileage though, is what like. People were saving, but I mean, they still had so much speed is the thing. So like they were saving, but they were still making up so much time, and it made it interesting for like the guys up front that were running almost full throttle, and then you have like Larson that we saw in P3 who was running maybe 3/4 throttle, just catching the draft and making up time, and like Ty Gibbs too near the end of the race. We were
Yep.
seeing that, like he was just patient. Like we
Yep.
knew they didn't have enough gas, but it was a matter of they were playing their cards right, and they still had all this speed while
Well,
also
also you're
saving.
like, okay, are we getting a caution because that's gonna throw everything out the window?
Oh
Everybody's gonna
God,
pit, and then it's gonna be chaos. So yeah, it was
I
just like
wish.
everything. You were just waiting for that flag to drop of like, oh my gosh, this is gonna throw a whole wrench into it. But yeah, you were just like, okay, can these guys save enough to get to that caution?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it was really interesting. Um, it was still hard to pass, but it was I think relatively easier than say like Nashville. I mean, Nashville was
Mhm.
so hard to pass. I wasn't on the pod last week, but my God, was Nashville hard to pass.
It was, but I feel
I
like
don't
those
know
corners in
how y'all
Michigan, like
felt about the race, but
the banking at the corners of Michigan, I feel like it makes it a little bit easier to sling it in. Is a thing. So I feel like
yeah,
you can just. I mean, when we saw that, I don't know if you watch any onboards at all during the races, but you could see like certain drivers just slinging the wheel down. Like
oh
if
yeah,
someone's up top, they're going to sling it down, and it made it
yeah,
so much easier for them to slide up in front of someone. And like at Nashville, you didn't really
yeah.
have those bank corners. You
Right, you
more
don't have that banking to catch
they're
you.
flat. So it's like on Michigan, it made it so much better because like you see a night day difference between two similar tracks, but one's banked, one's not.
Yeah, and I mean not to go back too much to Nashville, but they also had that like the dust coming off the tires or whatever into the second groove, and it made a
Oh
real
God.
one groove dominant
Well,
track.
you didn't talk about Nashville, so it's fine. Like we did, but like you
Yeah, I
did.
know. Yeah, I
Like
know.
now you're
That's
getting a
I said, I don't want to go back too much, but just to throw my 2 cents in, and I mean, I'm sure you guys had a great time at the race, but I don't know what
Ugh.
you guys didn't enjoy it as much.
They did. I was fucking bored out of my mind.
Yeah. Okay.
God. I mean, if I can't drink beer and I have to watch mediocre ass racing, I mean that's like going to Bristol completely bone sober with no water, no beer, no coke. You have nothing. You walk in there empty handed, no phone. Imagine
Yeah.
suffering.
Raw dog in Nashville.
It's suffering, dude. Nashville. I'm sorry, that was fucking abysmal. Like I did not. It was fun with everyone. That's the thing. Like I enjoyed being
Yeah,
with
of course,
everyone as
group
always,
is
and I
great.
go to the races to be with people. I don't go to the race to really, I enjoy watching the racing, but
Like
it's
you
with
hope it's a good race, but even if it's a
yeah.
shitty race, you're still gonna have a good time.
But what makes a good race is the company you're with. Is how I see
Absolutely.
it. So like I enjoy being with the people. I enjoy getting to hang out and then go in there and finally watching the race. And like I enjoyed it with them. But like if it was purely racing standpoint wise, I mean it was mid as shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad it felt like that. Well, we got another guy in here that can throw his 2 cents in.
I'm
Hey,
gonna go
I'm
watch
coming.
the night real
I'm
quick too.
coming in
I'll
because
be
I
back.
had to give Bailey shit because I sat out in the
As he
parking
leaves.
lot. I sat out in the parking lot before the race. I said, "Fucking sneak beer in here, dude. I'm telling you, they're not checking these fucking bags." I saw what they did on Saturday, so I put fucking 5 or 6 beers in my bag and just threw a sweatshirt over it, and they didn't even fucking like bat an eye at that shit. I was like, "I fucking told you guys you could sneak beer in this motherfucker," and sure enough, it was easy enough, man. So I had plenty of beer for myself. So I was good. During the race. Maybe that's why I found it a lot more exciting than Bailey did because I actually enjoyed the race. I thought it was pretty good, especially that battle at the end of stage 2.
Yeah, it was definitely not the worst race of all time, but it was really hard to pass. I don't think anybody's gonna deny that. Could have made for a better race, but while we got you here, what'd you think of this weekend, Travis, at Michigan?
That was a fucking awesome race, man. Like Bailey said, one of the, if not like one of the, if not the best race of the year, one of the best races of the year. Like I'd say between Michigan, Charlotte, Homestead, Atlanta, Coda, you could probably throw like all 5 of those in there as the best races we've seen so far. Um, and I'd
Yeah,
say Michigan.
I've never been one to be always like, oh my god, that's the best race of the year. But yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you guys. It's definitely up there as one of the top races of the year. I was hooked to the TV all day watching it, just like what's going to happen, how's this going to play out.
I guess if I got my 2 cents to throw in about it, the
Fuck, I
race
was
was
muted.
awesome. Obviously, yeah, you guys probably know what I'm gonna get mad about, and it's fucking Alan Gustafson and fucking up. I mean,
I mean
holy
Rudy
shit.
too.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I
I
mean,
don't think
I
I don't.
mean, they knew the whole entire third stage that they were low on fuel. Like, I mean, you had all this time to plan around what you're gonna do, but instead you wait till the final lap and you fuck your driver out of the points. Oop,
How
I got
fucking dumb
cherry coke zero.
how fucking dumb is Alan Gustafson? I mean, I said it to both of you on Sunday, and
So
like
wait. I
the
want what happened because I wasn't paying attention at all. Like, I know Chase is fucking.
all right, so Chase gets
They
the
lost their
lead.
track position.
So Chase got the lead. Chase and then caution came out. Chase was the leader, and Chase and Christopher Bell stayed out, and everybody behind him pitted. And then the caution comes out like the lap after that, and then Allen pits him and puts him behind it. So everybody else stays out and just gives up all the track position and gets behind everybody else. It was fucking nonsense, dude. It's the dumbest fucking thing, and it's like every
Hendrick
week.
had a bad day though. Like, to be fair, I think
Except
I
for
mean,
Larson was the only one.
24.
Larson was
I
only
mean,
24. 24 got good stage points. That's all that matters. But I mean,
Larson was. I mean, Larson
that's
finished
what I said.
fifth.
Larson was good. I mean, Bowman, he took a fucking hard lick. Jesus Christ. I mean, you got to feel for him. Dude, that was a lick right there that he took. And I was like,
That was
holy
pretty gnarly.
shit.
So
But I mean, I'm glad he walked out well at least. But I mean, still, like, Hendrick, they had a rough day.
every time Alan Gustafson like becomes a story, like people in the comments will just be like, "Oh, it's fucking Chase fans. They're just bitching. They just don't want to blame Chase for anything." Like
It's not
it's
Chase.
I,
I'm not a
it's
Chase fan,
not.
but it's
He
not
literally
Chase.
Chase had the best restart because Chase has all never been a great restart guy. Had one of the best restarts I've seen him have in years when he went from fifth to the lead, and then Gustafson just pissed it away. So
Mhm.
like if I'm take away one thing from the race other than like how good the race was, just like storyline wise, like I think Hendrick's got to make a change with Chase and Alan Gus, like
Yeah, you
because
put this guy in the car right there.
Well, I mean, I mean, again, I can't remember, and I wasn't really watching Chase Elliott's race, but if I'm just looking at it like by the numbers here, I mean, maybe that him getting the lead was like kind of false hope, and it was just like at the end of like a pit cycle, and that's why they had to pit because he started 17th. So one, you put yourself in a hole qualifying there, and then you know what I mean. So like if he
so
got the lead, I
he
don't
had a
again, I
good
don't.
he it was after or was yeah it was at the end of stage 1 caution came out and he just had a really good pit stop and picked up like five
Yeah,
or
for sure.
six spots on pit road and he restarted fifth and went from 5th to the lead on the restart.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's what
And
I
then they
say.
did again. Well,
Go
did they
ahead.
have a bad pit stop or something?
No, they just once they lost all the track position, they just never got it back, and he was buried in the field all day.
You could tell that these cars in the back. I mean, look at Joey. I mean, Joey fucking poked around almost dead last the whole entire fucking race, and you can tell these cars in the back they had a lot more trouble. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and toot my horn, but I mean, we were moving like Josh. We would fall back, come right back up, and I feel like it was so hard for some of these cars. Like we saw a lot of mostly Toyotas. Like we saw Ty Gibbs. I mean, he started right beside Josh, and he dropped down to 14th, and then went even farther back to like deep in the 20s. And then we saw after stage one, dude, he was just crawling through, and then of course finished the race where he finished. But I mean, like I feel like it was a hard race to really start from the back and make your way up to the front.
I mean, we saw Tyler Reddick do it, I feel like. I mean, he didn't really lead, but they kept losing spots on pit road. They would get to like the top 5, and he started at the very back.
Exactly.
I don't know.
There was only a couple cars. Like I said, it was Ty, Josh, Reddick, and I mean that's it. I mean, Blaney kind of worked his way through, but I mean, what surprised me the most was Joey. I mean, we didn't hear a fucking thing, we didn't see a thing, and he just stayed in the back.
Yeah. Well,
that's
that was
what
also
made this
weird.
race interesting to me.
Obviously, at Charlotte, Penske sucked, and then I mean they go out and win the next week. And that was like the big story coming out of Charlotte. I obviously haven't talked to you boys in a few weeks. It seems like. So I mean, just catching up all the storylines. So yeah, I mean, interesting to see really all of Penske not really a factor this week again. It seemed like.
Yeah, I mean, some of us were making on Cindric though. That was like some of our picks. Like me, I picked Busher, and I was feeling good about my pick.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, man, I already had money on it. I had money on him, Eric, and I had money on Josh because they all had fucking crazy odds.
Can I toot my own horn on my bet slip real quick?
Oh yeah, two, motherfucker.
Dude, I had Hamlin win, Gibbs top 3, Busher top 3, check, and check. And the only other one I had was Byron win, and he damn near won the damn thing.
Dude, Busher, I mean, shit, I was so excited right there because I was like, fuck, man, because I want him in the playoffs. I want after last year.
He's gonna make it.
But I mean, that's what we said last year. And the only race he won was the Glen, and that was round 8. Or the round of 8.
We got a lot of outside winners last year that don't seem, unless this season goes crazy in the next half of the regular season. We haven't gotten really any.
That's what I'm curious about though, because like, what if we get
half of the next half races or whatever, the next races for the playoffs, half of those are basically wild cards.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. I mean, it's gonna make it interesting because like, what if we see a different winner each race?
I mean, we always say that about this time of year. Like, oh, we're gonna get close, and we always do get close. I think we'll be in that 12 to 14 range.
I mean, we already do have one random winner, and that's Josh. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, who else? I mean, we could get Ricky winning a race again at Daytona. You know, that could throw another wild card in there. We can get SVG winning next week. I mean,
that's
this week.
Austin Dillon could take out everybody and go full bulldozer at Richmond again.
I mean, we could see Michael McDowell winning a race. Like, you know, we could see all these random ass people that we know are good at these certain tracks. Like, actually make their way in. Ty Gibbs,
Carson. Carson's gonna win one of these. Like, I'm not.
I don't see it happening this year. But like, I mean, I might eat my words. I don't see it happening this year.
If they keep showing up with this kind of speed, it's only a matter of time. But that's
I
like
what McDowell's doing. McDowell's kind of taking the same strategy that Carson has. You know, because like they said in the broadcast, I don't know if you guys were listening. They were like, McDowell comes out here and he has such good qualifying speed, but then dies off in the race. And they put more downforce in his car this weekend, and we saw him kind of run better compared to having a lot like low downforce and then being really fast in qualifying, then doing jack shit during the race. And that's been McDowell's biggest problem. And we saw him this weekend actually kind of work through that a little bit and, have a different strategy. And run the same thing Carson's been doing because, you have such a disparity between all three cars. I mean, the 7 fucking blows. The 71 is, hit or miss. And the 77 is just out here delivering bangers every week. I mean,
I think Carson's just really fucking good. I don't like the guy, but I mean, I'll give him his flowers where they're due.
Me and Cooper, even whenever we went to fucking Phoenix, we were wearing 42 Legacy Motor Club fucking Carson Joseph shirts. I still have in my closet. We liked him so much at first, and then he went to Spire, and we were like, well, okay, never mind.
I don't like him, but I mean, he
he took over for Noah?
He took over for Noah after he Yeah, the meme. But he
Got
took
it.
over, and then I think someone else ran some. Josh ran a race. I know that.
Because that was when they're still Chevy.
Yes, because Josh
Got it.
was
That's
still
what
at
I
JRM.
forget.
He ran a race. Carson ran some, and someone else. Who was it? It was an international guy. Fuck.
In the
Wasn't
You guys
Jensen
remember
42,
Button.
in the 42? It was international. I think it was it Rockefeller?
it was
Yes,
Rockefeller
it was
at the
Yeah,
Rockefeller.
okay, it
Roval,
was Rockefeller.
wasn't it?
Yeah, because we had a couple of different
He was
drivers
getting
in the
ready for the
42.
Mons. Speaking of, that drops tomorrow. American Thunder.
God, dude, I'm so
Get a
excited for
little
this weekend. I
shine
told
up.
my girlfriend, I said, I'm sorry, but all night, I was like, I'm waking up to it. I said, I'm going to sleep to it, and I'm wake up the next morning. I'm still fucking gonna watch it with F1 on the fucking iPad. I was like, I am going absolutely crazy. I'm so excited for this weekend, dude. I can't even explain it. The best weekend for me is when you get the 24-hour Le Mans, and then you also have a new race like we're gonna see this weekend with Saturday. Like, I mean, we're gonna have Le Mans on. We're gonna have Mexico City, and then Sunday we wake up, we got F1 in Canada, and then we got more Mexico City, and then Le Mans is still on till like what 12. I mean, what a good weekend! And people will say like the 600 and all that's their Christmas, and I'm like, this is my Christmas. I look forward to this. Like, I mean,
Heck
we get
no.
to wake up and fall asleep to racing, and
I'm
one of the best races of the year, one of the most prized races of the year.
I'm
Yeah, we
gonna
can just stay up.
I'm gonna bring up one more thing
Realistic.
before I hop off, real quick, and I'll let you guys get back to it. But how many it's one of the craziest things I've like stories that continues to develop this year. I feel like is that I think it's getting pretty clear cut. Like the 24 is head and shoulders above the field right now. Like they're coming every week with the best cars, the most speed, leading the most laps, and like they are just not like not getting the wins for
It's
one
the Corey
reason or
Haim of the Cup
another. Like
Series.
every week. Like what'd you say?
Corey Haim of the Cup Series.
Well,
That's all it
Corey
is. It's
Haim's
like
getting the wins though. He's won 5 races this year.
he's
That's
getting the wins, but he hasn't recently. Is the thing.
but
Like we see him going out there doing the same thing, like leading all these laps, and then something happens. And now we're seeing
but
that
I
with
mean
Byron a little bit because Byron has 2 or 3 wins.
one.
One, so he only won Daytona.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
Oh yeah, okay, that's right. I thought he won Coda, but it was Seabell. It was reversed last year. It was reverse of last year. I forgot.
but I just like it's crazy to because I feel like they are the top of the heap right now. Like the most consistent team, like week in week out, they show up, they have the speed, they lead the laps, and like they are just not getting. I mean we saw Darlington. Like this is the third race where he's really like dominated, led the most laps, and like has nothing between Darlington, Charlotte, and here. And then he could have won Nashville. He could have won Coda. Um, I'm probably missing more in there, but it's just wild to me, like the amount of races that they've. It's not like they're like throwing races away. It's just like they're just snatching, uh, like defeat from the jaws of victory. Basically, it feels like.
Talk about
But
24.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if they don't win the regular season championship, I mean, you'll look back at this stretch and just be like, "Damn, what could have been?" You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, that's like you said, that's 3 races right there
I
that
feel
they
like you don't want
should
to
have
win the regular
had
season
in the
championship. Though.
bag. It
I
feels
feel like it's
like.
just bad luck to win the regular season championship.
Well, that's not a bad call right there. That's a good point.
I
But
feel like it's. I mean, because we saw Larson, we saw it with
it
Reddick.
also helps you as well get pretty much pencil yourself in there.
I mean, Reddick would have been fucked if he didn't win, or if he didn't do well at the Roval. That was his thing, like last year. Even though he's regular season JP, we saw he was fucking terrible in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Terrible. And
I
that
mean, you
and that,
saw it
that
with
race.
Truex. Truex won it a couple years ago, and he didn't get like a top 10 the whole playoffs.
He fucking needed
Like,
it.
It's
yeah,
bad luck. It's just like Indy. Like if you win the 500, like the next week, you're gonna have bad luck, and we saw it with Pillow in Detroit. Bend his shit in the wall by himself. Like I mean, it's just like it's the whole curse. I feel like it's like you win the regular season championship, you're fucked.
Yep.
I'm gonna hop off of here and get some work
You want
done.
to give us your picks?
Yeah, I just yeah. Actually, I'll get the odds pulled up.
I got
And
them up. Just give
yeah,
me your
okay.
guys.
All right. Um, shit, I lost you for a second. Okay.
Give me your
I get
also. Go ahead.
all right. Xfinity. I'm gonna go with Daniel Suarez,
All
the
right.
9 car.
Okay.
Suarez plus
Fuck you.
330.
Cup. Is he the favorite plus 330 or is it Zilich
Zillage plus 100.
plus 100?
God,
Yeah.
that's
Holy
nothing.
shit!
You gotta put
Fucking
that some
crazy,
serious
dude.
money to make something on that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
going.
like, it's crazy.
I'm going with the favorite again though, because Cup. I'm going with SVG. I mean, it's a brand new road course.
Yeah,
Like
glug. I mean, fuck, take all the good drivers. We don't want any. You take both
it's.
the fucking top picks.
I didn't take Zillage. Well, I'll let one of you
Oh,
have
you
Zillage.
gave us Zillich. Wow, plus 100. What a great pick that is, Travis.
Travis' strategy was keep it under plus 400.
He picked
Yeah,
the guy
but-
SVG in the Cup race plus 330.
But if I'm
Suarez.
objective, like
330 is his number, bro.
this
can
is
tell.
like brand new road course.
He doesn't want
like
to lose.
level,
I
le-
called it last week.
but brand new road course, like level playing field for everybody, and I feel like his skill set with being like even with everybody. Nobody's been here before besides a couple guys who have raced here in Xfinity like way back in the day.
So
So
you
I
guys
don't even
got
know.
wins here.
Huh?
So you guys got wins here.
Yeah, Denny, Kyle, but not a lot, and that's like way back in the day. Like so that like doesn't translate to anything now. So like this is basically going to be it's the same as Chicago a couple years ago. It's like who's going to pick up on this place the quickest, and that's who's going to have the advantage here. And like nobody can match his skill set in a road course here, and that's why I think like I know he's the favorite, and it's
I
the
don't
chalk
agree
pick,
with that. I don't agree with that. I feel like just because he raced supercars doesn't mean he's automatically going to get fucking locked in and just learn the course like that. I mean, we have so many drivers. I mean, like
you saw him do it at Chicago.
I mean, yeah, a blind squirrel
And he
finds it
would've
every
won
now
that
and then,
race
and
again.
he choked in the Glen.
He would have fucking kicked
That was
everybody's
also the
ass.
first time our drivers had seen a street circuit. The street circuit. This isn't really a street circuit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I feel like you should just be like SVG. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have so many more drivers who are road
I
course.
mean,
disciplined.
obviously
Chase
you can
Elliott.
pick whoever you want to pick, but
Yeah, like
I'm
Chase
just
Elliott's
being
going
like
to be out there.
SVG.
Michael McDowell's out there. And I agree with you on SVG. I feel like he's actually going to do really good. But then we saw what? The next year came in Chicago.
He would
didn't do
have. He
shit,
was.
and he got bent by
No,
Chase
he would have
Briscoe.
kicked everybody's ass at last year if Briscoe didn't wreck him. He was driving through the field, was about to get the lead, and Briscoe fucking barreled it in and ended his day. Like he would have won that race
Don't say
again
he
last
barreled
year.
it in. It was piss pouring rain for one. They had different tires on. I feel like we're getting off subject, but still,
Yeah,
I
he
feel
was
like it
a
was a
second
two-way street.
faster than
y'all
the
can argue
field.
about who you want to win. It's fine. We'll figure it out Sunday.
All right, hold on. I got to do a top 10 too.
All right.
That I don't know. I'm gonna pull those up real quick because I don't know
SPG
who
top
would be.
10.
Make your pick
What's
for
that
Le
like
Mans,
minus
though.
800?
Make your pick for Le Mans. What are you gonna do? Like, who's your hypercar winner? I mean, you have Alpine, Ferrari, BMW. You
Bro,
have
I don't
Peugeot.
fucking know.
Well, make a pick. Make a pick. That's what I'm saying. Just make
Who?
one.
Who?
You have
Who are
Alpine,
my
BMW,
options?
Ferrari, Peugeot. Who else
Ferrari.
is in it? Austin Martin.
Is there a
Austin
Red Bull?
Martin's
Is there a Red Bull?
No.
All right, fucking Ferrari. Yeah, there we go.
Toyota is also in there.
Not fucking picking Toyota.
They're actually really good.
Fuck Toyota.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. I work there, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Who's your top 10?
All right. I'm looking at the list now.
Where do you even pull up top 10? I couldn't find anywhere.
DraftKings.
on GK.
It didn't show up. Oh, there it is.
Give me. I think he's a good road racer from what we've seen in Xfinity. Like, I know he hasn't done shit this year, but I think for a value pick, give me Cole Custer plus 800. Like, he was a good road racer in Xfinity. And I mean, I think this race is going to get kind of chaotic this weekend, and there's going to be a lot of attrition involved, I feel like. So
Give
I
me
think
Catherine Lake plus 2,000, top 10.
That's pretty much
I'll-
what you're
I'll
picking
go-
right now.
I'll go Custer plus 800.
All right.
All right. I'm going to hop off of here, get some work done, let you guys finish it, turn the finals on. Appreciate you, boys.
So,
Viva la Mexico.
but yeah, I mean, shit, we could make
That's
some
it,
picks
man.
for we can make some picks for Le Mans. We can make some picks for the F1 race in Canada this weekend, and then also we can go. I mean, but hey, on a real note, shout out Denny. I mean, fucking way to go, way to save your fuel, I guess. Byron, like I said, I mean, your stupid ass crew chief. What's his name? Not Adam Stevens. Is it
Rudy
Adam?
Fugel.
Rudy. Rudy kind of fucked him over because the whole third stage they knew they weren't going to make it on gas, but they didn't do shit about it. So.
Well, you have to run it for a caution. You
Yeah.
have to. I mean, there's no
But
other
it
way
was
to
to the
do it.
point where, like, I don't feel like he was trying to save, but we saw the gas mileage thing, and it was a matter of you were running the same with the leader, and then the leader.
I mean, that's the thing. You gotta maintain the lead
Mhm.
maintain your track position and try to save fuel, hoping that that caution comes out and you're the leader coming first down pit road. So, I mean, it's such a gamble, and I mean, yeah, going in that it's going to be close, and I mean, it was like what, just a couple laps, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was the second like 2 to go.
Yeah. So I
Because
mean,
Denny led the last lap, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it
So
was right there when they were off. They were on lap 3 coming to the front stretch, and then you saw Byron just pretty much pull off, and then you had Busher making up time. He passed Ty Gibbs, and then yeah.
yep.
Oh well, good run on Ty Gibbs. I mean, that might be the confidence boost he needs. I feel like I've said this 80,000 fucking times, but every time I say it, it's just a matter of you just go whoop.
Yep.
So
He needs to put together a few races, link together a
God,
few
man,
wins here.
I want to see him win those. The thing, like I really do, because I
I
don't
really
want him
think
to be
this is a good
labeled.
week for him.
I don't want him to be labeled as like, daddy's money or grandpa's money, and then you bust. Like, you don't want that. No
Right.
one wants that in their career, because like he has worked his way up to make a name for himself. I get he's been in very good rides and really hasn't had to struggle through bad ones, but like
But I
still,
mean, you see the flashes there. It's not like he
exactly. That's
goes
what I'm
in.
saying, and you
It's not like
feel
he's over
bad.
his head. It's yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It seems like it's a lot of bad luck, which you're gonna have at this level. And obviously his name's on the side of the building, so they're gonna give him more than enough time to figure it out. And I think he will. I mean, today or this weekend we saw it. I think this next coming weekend at Mexico, we'll see flashes of it. He's a hell of a road course racer. Won his first Xfinity race on a road course at Daytona.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I was looking at. I think he's a pretty solid pick for a top 10, plus 130. So you could get some plus money there. I don't hate that. But yeah, I don't like him. The NASCAR hasn't been to this track since 2008 in general. I haven't gone back and watched one of those races. Maybe the NASCAR channel on Tubi might help me out this week. I can fire that up.
I watched F1 races there, and F1 races there are pretty damn good, because you have a lot. Like I said, you have a lot of really sharp corners, which makes it interesting for these F1 cars, which are more
And
aerodynamic than a cup car, of course. But
and
it's
some
going to be
long
so much different.
straightaways. Like I feel like
Yeah,
it's a good mix of like fast and slow corners. So, but fast
it's going to be
straightaways.
so much different to see like these non-aerodynamic cup cars take these corners, side by side, or someone
Yep.
trying to make a pass. Like I feel like we'll add to certain people, like we said. I feel like SVG is really going to work his way through the field, even if he doesn't qualify high. It's just because he's so disciplined with these style of cars. But like also, you have these other drivers who are good at road courses, who know what they're doing, that are learning this track as well. Like they have a lot of simulator time, but like it's different being in the real car, because then you actually feel what gear do I need to be in throughout this corner.
Hmm.
How far should I go until I break? The
Hmm.
simulator can only do so much, because when you're feeling it real time in the car and you're feeling the steering wheel, it makes it probably so much more different than just on iRacing.
Right. Nah, it's definitely gonna be exciting. I'm excited for it. Again, like we mentioned at the top of the show, this is the first time NASCAR is taking the show points racing outside of the U.S. And in our lifetime, in 60 some years or since the 60s. I can't remember what you said, but it's definitely been a long time, and this has been a long time coming. I know we've heard this coming down the pipeline for years, so really cool to see it finally here. I don't know if anybody was following along uh, the the holler convoy, um, going down there. That was fun to see some pictures and videos from that. Um,
Dude, I fucking love this meme. It was just hold on. I gotta find it real quick. It was Kyle Busch. It
oh
was
yeah,
Kyle
from
Busch. It was
side
Kyle
pod.
Busch at any of his sponsors
Yeah,
this weekend. It was just
yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Speaking of, yeah, like the Mexican government said that there's no alcohol above 6% can sponsor, no gambling sites that aren't approved, um, no weapons, and that's literally like all of Kyle Busch's sponsors.
Yep.
And obviously, he has Lucas Oil in the car this weekend, which I thought was funny. So yeah, and I guess
Uh,
they even had to like cover that stuff on the haulers and stuff. They had to like
they did
tape over it. It was
every single hauler. They had to be wrapped up if you had any. So like the Busch Light one, of course, like Ross. Ross
I
is in
think
the
they
movie.
could have been good because
Like,
that was like under 6%.
no, is it?
I think they
Oh.
were good because they have Bush Light on the car this weekend. Not like the full sponsor, but it's on the door.
I love Suarez's, man. I don't know what it is. I think it's because Sergio in F1 at least. The Telcel, like I love that sponsor and that car. I love when Andres Perez runs it in the Truck Series too. Like that is just a fucking great colored car, and that 99 looks fucking slick. And I
Yeah.
hope he wins. That's the thing. Like you want to see the hometown guy win, especially at the first time racing at this track. Like You know, when you go to the
Absolutely.
Netherlands,
You know the scene that it would be? Oh my god,
when you
dude.
go to the Netherlands, like you see nothing but Max Verstappen fans. When
It's
you go
fucking
to
orange.
Imola, you see
Yeah.
nothing but Ferrari fans. Like you want to see the hometown guy win. And you see the crowd erupt. Like I know we're comparing comparing apples to oranges, comparing F1 to NASCAR, but like
No,
imagine
I
what's
think
gonna
we're
happen.
gonna see a similar scene down there this weekend. I really do. Like
I
I
mean,
think
just
it's
like
gonna be packed
and
out.
oh
I think it's
god,
gonna be
dude,
crazy, especially for Suarez. I mean, that's the hometown kid.
it's gonna be emotional for him too. Like racing at your hometown for the. I mean, that's what everyone dreams of. Like you want to race in front of your home crowd,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah,
like
it's
that's
cool.
what
It's gonna be
everyone
cool.
wants. But
I'm definitely excited for him. Hopefully, he has a better showing than what he did at Coda earlier this year. I believe this is
take
the
out his own
second road
teammate.
course. Yeah, take out himself. 50 laps into the race, halfway through the race. Yeah, and crash his teammate, one of my favorite drivers,
The
Silly
wallet
Zooey.
hurt. Had a nice little bet
Um,
on that.
yeah. Um, All right, well, I guess we can get into some picks. I don't really have again. There's no real preview. I mean, Xfinity Series. I mean, it's a who's who list of who winners here. You got Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Juan Pablo, and Kyle Busch are the
Juan.
only guys to win Xfinity races here. I know Daniel Suarez won a Mexico Series race, NASCAR Mexico Series race down here in like 2014. Yeah, so just not a lot of experience. It's going to be exciting to see these guys.
Is he running that series this weekend?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the schedule looks like.
I
to be
know
honest.
he ran in Sao Paulo, and he won that race. I know that he ran because he ran one last year, and he won that Sao
Is
Paulo
it
race. I don't know.
is the Mexico Series racing with them? I don't
I
even
don't
know.
know. I don't
I
know
mean,
either.
obviously it's Xfinity, so I don't even know.
I know it's
So
different. Oh,
I know
here's
Daniel's
some-
running Xfinity,
yeah, because
so
they
maybe
kicked
a triple header.
SVG out of the 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because SVG was supposed to run the 9. I don't know if you remember that.
I
It was
thought
like
I
the
thought
whole entire time.
Chastain was.
Uh-uh. It was SVG the whole time to run Mexico because it was like when the season first started and they announced they were going to Mexico. It was like SVG run the 9. Then like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they're like, nope, Suarez is replacing him
Mm,
out of the blue.
money talks.
Yeah, because SVG doesn't. I don't think he's running. I think he might be running one other race in the 9, but that was like one of his few races he was running in the 9.
Gotcha.
What?
All right, well, go
Fuck it,
ahead,
at least
lead us off
picks.
Xfinity.
Do you want
Travis
to do?
is the favorite or not the favorite, but
I don't have
whatever.
odds, but I'll
I
make a
got him
pick.
pulled up.
I'm gonna get Ty Gibbs.
Plus 300.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
A
I mean, I'll
little.
take.
I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if Travis is gonna take all the hot names, then I mean, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Give me Christopher Bell plus 750.
Ooh, that's a good pick. Cup. What you got?
Do I fucking double down? Hang on, let me
He's
get
1 for
cup
1.
odds up. Let me get cup odds up. Suarez had longer odds than Gibbs. Yeah, he does.
But we didn't spit out the top drivers as soon as we could, though. So I mean,
All right, cup. I mean, maybe I just double down. Ring the bell. See Bell.
not bad.
Is that
I was
easy?
stuck between 2. I mean, C Bell, you're at plus 700.
Yeah, plus 700. Give me Bell. Sweep the weekend.
I'm stuck on 2. After last week, it's hard for me to pick Chase. I'll say that. I want to pick Chase,
Yeah.
but fuck it. Give me hometown boy plus 1400. Give me Suarez.
All right.
I'll take it.
Suarez.
I feel like we could cut the top 10 off after Bubba. Bubba down.
Yeah.
You have Bubba Todd, all that. I'm gonna say fuck it. God, it's hard.
They're like really chopped this week.
God, who's road course? I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, damn good in the Xfinity series in general on every fucking track you put the guy on. Hasn't been that good besides one race this year, maybe a few. John Hunter plus 1400.
Okay.
I don't see why not. I feel like it's like I said, it's a track we've never raced at. It's different, and I mean, like we know what John Hunter did in the Xfinity. Everyone fucking hated him. Everyone,
Yeah.
because he was so good. And like I feel like maybe we could see that this weekend. We could see John Hunter get a nasty top 10. I mean, fuck it. It shouldn't be that hard of the road course. It's gonna be chaos. And we know this.
Yep. All right, so John Hunter, that's plus 1,400. Damn, long shot. All right, give me Noah Gregson plus 700. I'm the
It's hard for me to
700
pick
man
that after
today.
Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, but finished 8th at Dakota earlier this year.
That is true. Fuck it. Lamont, who you got hypercar win?
Ferrari.
Good pick. I'm gonna say go ballsy here. I got 2 teams I want to win, but I'm gonna pick one because my boy runs for him. Give me Alpine because I want Mick Schumacher to get a fucking Le Mans win. I want to get Toyota. I've already seen one once in my time, so like I'm content with what we have. And plus, I don't like Nick DeVries, so I really don't give a shit about the 7. Especially Woomy in the 8 is good, but like I'm gonna cheer for one. It's always gonna be Kamui. I love Kamui. I always have. He's the reason why I like F1. Always gonna cheer for that guy. So like I want to see Toyota, but I also love to see Mick Schumacher make a name for himself outside of being stuck in his dad's shadow. If you don't know, that's his dad is Michael Schumacher. But yeah, I mean I know you know, but still,
I was like, I don't think he's talking
Yeah.
to me.
people that don't know. F1 Canada this weekend at 1:30 p.m. Fuck me, that's a bad time. Wait, is it Friday? Qualifying race, June 15th.
Should be like a 2 p.m. start.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was fucking stupid. Happy Father's Day to all the dads, though. We won't see you, but happy Father's Day if you're watching. Who you got for Canada?
Mm,
Name a name, and I'll throw you the odds.
give me Max.
Plus 550, not bad. You got Oscar at plus 130, Lando at plus 150, and then you got Max at plus 550. That's your top 3. I'm gonna say fuck it. I don't see why not. Give me Kimmy plus 4,000. I'm just gonna go long shots this whole entire fucking weekend. I think. Why not?
Hell
Why
yeah,
not?
lock it
You
in.
want to throw in a good top 10? Honestly, throw in Nico Hulkenberg it's top 4. I can't even do top 10. It lets me bet on the Vegas GP. What the fuck? I can bet on Vegas.
I'm
Oh,
trying to get them monies.
Top 4 for Nico Hulkenberg is plus 13,000.
Jesus.
God damn, Jesus Christ. Yeah, why not? But that's the locks for me. Damn,
Lock them in, folks.
Lock them in.
All right,
Best of
dude.
luck,
Well,
everyone.
yeah, try to win some money.
Yeah,
Hopefully some dollars. With a
it's
good
gonna be
team.
hard.
Should be a fun weekend of racing. I'm excited, looking forward to it. Also, the U.S. Open this weekend, lots of golf. We are racing the Legends cars at Dominion with the Cars Tour there. So tune in on Flow to watch us Saturday night, 7 p.m. But yeah, I'm excited. A lot of
Give me your
racing
login,
on.
I'll watch
I don't think so.
it. Damn it! One day you will. One day you will.
That's a good
I'll
try.
watch it. No, you give me your login. I swear to God, I will log out as long as you let me watch. I'll
Change the
support.
password right afterwards.
Do it. I'll support. I don't give a shit. I'll support. I'll watch it. I
Nah.
cannot justify spending that much money to use the account by myself.
It's so worth it.
I know, but still, fuck.
So worth it. All right. Until
Let's get
next
it.
week. Yeah, we'll see y'all then. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Deuce, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Happy Father's
Adios,
Day.
amigos. Mexico
Oh, yeah.
City.
Adios. Viva la Mexico.
See ya.
See you.